Alright everyone, how's it going? We're back with the second half of the trial. Trial 3, of course. The Monokuma and the ever-decreasing number of Cubs Theater. Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our... Guess the Victim quiz. Oh, this again. They're bringing this back too.
A victim quiz? Not a culprit quiz?
Oh yeah, I just realized. The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out boring crap. Maybe he means, oh wait, I did Monotaro. I mean, I did Monodam instead of Monotaro, but oh well. I was gonna say, maybe he means the victim of the Cubs, in which case I'm gonna guess it's Monotaro.
Mm-hmm. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me. Yeah, I think he is gonna be, actually.
Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Monodam is scheming.
Right.
That's the right answer, Monodam.
Why? He hasn't said anything.
Hey,
Exactly. Because there are no victims. Yep. Even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then, everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Daddy!
Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
All right!
Dying makes you more popular? Then we gotta die soon too. Monodam's like, oh, don't you worry. He is scheming. Well, after a very confusing and first half of trial, we were pretty much struggling through the entire thing. I think we know where we're going now.
This is my impression of a
Wow. Did we get more hearts for the second half?
I don't actually recall.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
Logic does not compute.
Did you hear something?
Uh-oh, is he ignoring him again?
I didn't
Oh, they
hear
both are.
anything.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns.
Yes, this conversation is very important for this trial.
So round, so sweet, so delicious.
Don't tell me you.
That doesn't sound scary at all!
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Aww.
Did you hear something?
So rude.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, they're in trouble now. Well, we'll see what this gets them. Poor Himiko's on the spot.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not?
That was you, Korakia.
Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
I agree with you,
Then
Gonta.
she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening? No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
Oh, you're always
Angie
tired.
died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive?
After what she's been through this time, I can't really blame her.
And now, you're
True.
all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
What is this thing in front of her face?
Tenko, maybe?
I don't know, but it's like even distorting her face, looks like.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial! Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
Life is all just a big pain.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
I think she knows.
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore,
Kyo.
she is unmistakably
no.
the culprit.
You're making yourself very obvious now, mister.
I know.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
So it's kind of funny. So, to me, Kyo was so suspicious that he became unsuspicious, but he was the one after all.
I know.
So silly.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
She's slow? There's plenty of other slow
I
people.
also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
Let's do this. Let's find this new truth together. Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Alright, I wonder what's gonna be the first clue to get us in some new direction.
Performing
Bloody
the
Kokichi, maybe?
seance in that room.
That's true.
Was
Probably
Himiko's
that.
decision, was it not?
Was
What if
Himiko's
someone
decision,
steered her
but
into
you're the one that
being
asked
in
her.
that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Savage little toad.
Was trapped
Oh.
only in that room?
No.
No.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah,
You're
that
right.
one.
Yeah, even if Himiko
Ah, I
picked
hit the wrong
room,
button. Oh well.
someone
We'll see the rest of the
else could have set
conversation,
that
which is
trap.
what I usually do anyway.
Your opinions are empty words.
We didn't get more hearts.
How rude. No, well, we should get some more if we get this right. Which, hopefully it is right.
Performing
I guess I could have read that, but probably not too important.
because you laid
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped.
Oh, it
It
worked.
still counted.
Whoa.
Amazing. I thought it was either not going to be a V or it was going to be blocked by the text popping up.
I definitely thought it was blocked.
Each
But
room
neither
was
happened.
The same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
Kokichi, now is
Oh.
not the time for your nonsense.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no cross piece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. Actually, very good
While
luck.
you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap.
Oh, you see
all
now. Of course, Kia.
Especially you!
Well, he was the one
No.
that
There's
said
no
it.
reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
When?
Before about not giving up?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tinko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Whoa, whole new
She's
Himiko.
found her fighting spirit.
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
That's right.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What do you mean, Kokichi?
What are you talking about?
I'm sure they have some ultimate.
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Not if they're guiding people around and giving them very specific instructions, I would say.
Right, don't step in on any of the stuff.
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
They didn't need magic.
Well, that's one
Nope.
possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Do you know? Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for murder? That's it. That must be the reason.
Because of this. Oh,
The
shit.
circle.
Yeah, but where is that?
Somewhere. Was it just the caged child? Oh, there.
Oh, there we go.
This is it! It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Yes, very suspicious, huh? Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit... There's no doubt in my mind, they're the ones who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive.
But do we still have to solve the Angie one too?
It has to be you! Kyo.
I would assume it was
Was it
related.
you?
But like, do we have to still do more trial, or is
Yeah, there's gonna be more trial, of course.
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
That'd be the quickest second half ever.
Why do you suspect me?
Well, why do you think, Kyo?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
All the equipment was
The
yours?
circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
Nice laugh.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
Are you admitting to it?
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
You probably had it rehearsed if I had to guess.
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
how can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
Seriously.
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
Well, culprit stepped on that exact floorboard even in the darkness. But how? How'd they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although, even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see it all. They used... Let's see. Hearing, touch, smell.
Hearing because of the song? No.
No, I was thinking maybe it was a song too. Like maybe they like
Timed
zoned
it.
in on their position, hearing like where each person was.
Then did he do touch? Because we used touch?
I guess it could have been touch, yeah. That would make more sense probably, considering what he said beforehand.
I know. But what would he touch?
They didn't see. They felt.
Felt for the cage?
That way they could get around in the dark.
That
like
makes
how
sense.
I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
I was really thinking it was gonna be Sixth Sense though.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was.
The cage?
It must have been at the scene, I know it.
More hangman. Oh, fuck. What is it now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 6.
Cage. But...
I guess we'd start with the cage, right?
Nope.
It's not caged. Shit. The culprit used what as a marker?
Shit, what is it?
Could it be magic circle?
Oh, maybe. Oh. But how would they use that as a thing?
That I'm not sure. They felt around for the salt?
How?
I guess he could have been crouched down, feeling what the patterns were.
Oh, I guess with his hands. I was thinking like with his foot. And
I was thinking so too, because like,
how?
But then again, we wouldn't have seen him crouching down at all since it was dark, so that would make sense. Get an eye in the house, please. Let's see.
Eye.
Oh, there.
See.
See? Is that an eye? Okay.
Oh. See. Where's L?
Can't see it again.
L. Oh,
see
L
L?
at the bottom.
Ah.
Or there. E.
Yeah, unfortunately they're not always looking in the same spot, so I can't see the one you're talking about at all times.
That's it. The magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What, so you used something else, Kyo? Is that what you're admitting?
Maybe he did.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
I don't know. You know.
Based on the document, the magic
You're supposed to be the
circle
expert.
wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it.
But you could obviously just walk toward it.
Obviously you have some idea of your bearings. You're not totally senseless.
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
Oh.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
But he has bandaged hands. How would he feel it?
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not
I mean, you'd have to
anymore.
use our memory at this
The
point.
magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see, another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt, all but guaranteed it'd be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever girl.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
He has a recording.
What a
Maybe.
pain.
I hope
We
so.
don't have any way to check it now.
I found out his video recording function.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Oh, give him your attention already.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
And he blends us all again.
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
Aww.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
What the? No way! Did you really?
Wait, why did Mio need a recording function? This makes me even more scared.
Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
I'm very frightened of this.
Let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
I see.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Very cool.
I'll give it a try. Ready?
I hope so.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
it's like a Polaroid.
I also used magic like that before.
Oh, sure you have.
Naturally.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please
Aww.
confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible.
Poor guy.
Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. Oh, well, there's a line going to each side of the room. So there you go. They're saying it's impossible. I guess it wasn't. So this is the magic used for the seance.
Well,
magic
Shuichi,
circle.
do you notice anything?
In each corner, so no matter which corner
Notice
he was
anything? Does it matter which corner I pick? I don't remember which corner he was in.
There!
in. It's fine.
Hopefully it didn't matter. Otherwise I
This
got really
helps a
lucky.
lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kiyo's lie.
What a
What a
liar.
liar.
Filthy, filthy liar.
My
We just said it
lie.
at the same time.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document.
But look at this.
But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners,
See.
which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All
What's
because
next? You have a
Himiko
faulty
noticed.
memory now?
And because of Kibo, too.
Yeah.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
By the way, why did you need that function installed into Kibo, Miyu?
Hey,
I'm
yeah.
kind of curious.
What was it you were saying about its purpose?
Uh-oh.
Oh, to be
Uh-oh.
honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
I see.
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Oh. Alright, let's just move on from that.
You're what? Why?
No, don't ask. Don't ask. Please don't.
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality. Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan! Quit talking about your poop. No one cares. Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kiyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions
Oh.
are
Oh,
fiction.
here we go. A new argument has erupted.
Well, since you've given
It's a
me
duel.
the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
We'll see. Alright, what's it gonna be?
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It
What of
was
it?
set up in the cage.
Oh.
The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
There we go. Well, apparently it was covered,
Placed the sickle
so I
there,
guess it's gonna be
but we could not have removed
something
it
about
later.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words.
What?
There we go.
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white
Cut through his
cloth.
words. Haha.
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
See, we didn't
Yeah,
carry it
so
with
he
the thing
did
on.
put the thing
Yeah.
on after the fact, which is what I thought.
Me too.
Alright, so yeah, it sounded like they said that it was on the whole time before, didn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe I
don't-
misread it back then, I don't know. That's why I was confused a while ago.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth.
Very tricky. I guess he could have been a magician too.
Everyone was distracted.
That sleight of
You
hand.
discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful!
Oh
That's
my goodness.
exactly
Oh.
correct.
Thanks? What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tanko?
Uh-oh.
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
Uh-oh.
What you talking about, Kyo?
Me, you? Such a random old reference.
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Alright, so he's going back to what Monokuma said about how we had to worry about the first murder.
But why did he kill her then?
Because I think he did kill the
Monokuma's
first one too.
But why did he kill another?
I don't know. Maybe he's just bloodthirsty all of a sudden.
So random.
Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blacking candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
I think you found some way. Maybe you convinced her that she needed you for the what is it? The ritual? Yeah.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tanko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Oh, Kokichi, always going back to this.
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
It's not voting time yet, Himiko. No.
Voting for
Don't
me
do
will
it.
only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part.
What?
Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
I think he is full of it.
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
But we do have to prove it.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
I guess I can't discount that fact either.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you!
Oh no.
Wowee! This argument is getting intense! At times like this, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Are you ready for it?
No.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
I guess someone was.
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we have the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. We need to take this slow. There's no second chances. Well, except for the fact that it's a game and there are. But we cannot operate that way. So what do you think are going to be the sides this time?
I don't know. I can't even tell who would be on Kyo's side.
Well, I guess right now we're arguing against accusing Kyo right away. Even though I do think it's him overall, because it's a hell of a coincidence that all his stuff was involved in setting up Angie's murder.
Yeah. We're against Kaito.
I
And
know.
Maki.
Quite amazing.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
The katana was
Oh, wait,
found
wasn't lab?
in Kyo's lab.
That one,
Oh.
that one.
Anyone could
Damn
have
it.
entered my lab.
It was the other lab.
Damn it. Should have been more
Kyo
specific.
did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was
So weird that
added
we're on
after
like the
both
opposite side this time.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death.
I've got this. Not yet.
I've got
There's
this
still
one.
another mystery to solve.
he forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
Well, I wonder what it is now. Yeah, we know. We're not consistent. Our position looks weak. We have to work together.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kyo.
Kibo!
We don't know for certain that Kyo killed
So what's the last
Angie.
one?
The second
be-
one is Angie.
I've got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but
Kokichi!
Okay, now we can fish this properly.
Using Kyo!
Not possible.
Mystery of
I've got this! To solve.
Love their voices getting all chipmunk. Oh, what? Crouch bind? What? Okay. Smashing. Mash the X, mash the A.
This is our answer.
Full counter. Combo breaker.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed
There's
our
always a
conversation
mystery.
bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene.
Which is that?
I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Yes. The outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene was,
Oh, shit. What's the outlying piece of evidence?
Actually, I'm not sure. The dried blood, right?
Oh,
This is it.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation.
Very suspicious.
It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tango's blood?
Was it in, remember Resident Evil? Is that Chris's blood? Barry asking all suspiciously.
Oh my god, yes.
That bloodstain was
This
too
blood,
far from
hope it's
Tango's
not
clothes
Chris's.
than hers.
Barry.
Also, the blood stain was already dry when we found it.
I feel like everyone with the name Barry
But
is
the blood
extremely
from
amusing.
Tango's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Why aren't there more Barrys in Danganronpa?
Barry could be a cute frog.
Why was that blood stain
That's
the
true.
only dry one?
Because it must have been older. It was there before.
The air was dry.
Oh, wait, it wasn't. Wait, what was that?
Oh no!
Wait, what did I say?
Oh no. You said it was there before. It
Yeah.
happened before the seance.
Oh, well, those are...
I
didn't say.
know, I know.
God damn it, that's so dumb.
Blood stain wasn't from Tango's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
That's what I get for not reading them all at the same time. What's this now? The bloodstain from before the seance. It has to be them. Angie?
It's Kokichi's.
No, it's Kokichi somehow.
That's it!
I guess I don't have to be so speedy with answering those.
That
They give me
blood
plenty of
stain
time.
wasn't Tango's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tango's murder?
I wonder.
Yeah,
It's just a coincidence that they use the same room.
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
Yeah.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities.
A whole new world of possibilities.
We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab.
But...
But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
yeah, you know what? Also, Angie could have gone to the bathroom at some point during the night. That's always a possibility.
That's true.
When nature calls, you have to answer.
Her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start.
Then why didn't you just say that?
So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
And
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense.
Oh, I don't
again.
think so.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true, or... Well, why would she go to that room on her own? Someone must have told her to go there, right?
maybe there was a note?
A note.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed.
Was it the Necronomicon?
She was killed in the empty room
So that she
instead.
could burn it in there?
She left her lab on her own?
Let's see how this plays
But
out.
why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Oh, of
Except
course
for
not, it's empty.
candles.
To burn! To burn the
wanted a
Necromon...
Oh.
whatever.
Keep
That, the
yourself awake
Necronomicon.
at night.
Yeah.
She would drip hot wax on her body.
Wow, good job.
That sounds like something
Me?
only you would do.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
You sound so shocked.
I thought you were being sarcastic to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it could be sarcastic to Miu, too. I don't remember what she said, but she probably deserved it. Angie did. There has to be a clue there.
The art
Clue, a
research lab
clue.
is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
No free points.
Why would she go in?
I had all of my mystery training by watching Blue's Clues in the summer when I was like way too old to be watching Blue's Clues.
Naturally.
Wanted a candle.
Miyu, good job too. I didn't realize it was her that said it. That's even more surprising.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
Just trying to lighten the mood.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the
I am scared to think
Necronomicon,
what the hell you do with
resurrected
wax,
dead.
Miyu.
Drip it on your body. She said that.
Drip on your body?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's hot, and then it like, it's not hot when it lands in. Well, it's hot when it lands in you, but it like solidifies.
All right, I'll take your word for it. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poison. It just doesn't sound like something I would want to try.
I would not either.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Where's the culprit? There he
Right
is.
That's why there was dried blood underfloor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
Guess it did end up pretty lucky for us.
If we hadn't done the
So
seance
she
in
wasn't
that
killed
room,
in the
then
same
Tenko's
way?
murder would have
Like
been
doing
in
the
another room.
ceremony?
I guess not. So I guess that, like,
It was
injury
just a
on her head was just a
coincidence?
coincidence.
Oh.
That
If
happened
that
to make us
happened,
suspect Kyo.
no one would have
That was like the main reason
I
why I
know.
did suspect Kyo.
It seems so suspicious too.
Never mind.
Right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie.
Yeah, it's really a
This
coincidence.
must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
Well, crazier stuff has happened.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
Well, that stuff on the floor is blood? I didn't realize.
There was a little bit under her.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Oh yeah, because there was duct tape.
That's true.
I
She
forgot
was
about
killed
that.
after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Let's see, where's the tape gonna be?
The tape is up there, but is that...
The tape was up top?
Yeah, it's right there. Third
What?
one.
Oh, bloody... God damn it. Now you will
But
focus.
that's not the thing here.
Wait, oh...
The evidence is that she's attacked
Why did you
twice.
tell me the tape?
I didn't. You asked where it was, but I don't think that's what it...
Then you should tell me that's not what it was. What are we doing then? What are we answering?
Why was she attacked twice? I think...
Why she was attacked twice?
I guess it's because she has 2 injuries?
Oh. Well, that could be it too, I guess.
But I don't know which injury to choose then. I guess the forehead was from the thing, and then the...
She didn't die from that.
This is it!
Okay, thank God.
The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
You seem to be losing it.
Mhm.
What is
Oh my God, he's vibrating.
all
Oh no.
What are you all... You what? What are...
I will not fear.
What?
I will not back down.
Oh no.
Wait, he is a she?
Korekio, calm yourself.
It's sister.
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any
Oh
of them.
goodness.
What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
It's completely insane.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that one Resident Evil game where there's the guy who's playing both his sister and himself.
Yeah, that was weird.
Not yet.
Well, I always knew there was something up with that.
Clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog.
All right.
Nothing is clear at all.
No reason to yell. We can all hear you. Another rebuttal showdown.
Oh no, not
How
again.
many times do I have to do this?
Angie was attacked in the empty room
That'll
first,
probably be.
Probably that one.
and then carried
I'd hope
into
by
the
now.
research lab. Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to
delusion?
poison our minds with your delusions?
How about you?
It's no delusion.
Speaking of delusions.
Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
Yeah.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not
Yeah.
a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no blood stains.
Well, it's gonna be because of this. Or not.
Oh.
I was wrong!
Oh no!
I love how sad he
You say
gets.
the
We only
culprit
have half
carried
a heart
Angie's body,
left.
And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no blood stains.
Alright, let's
Even
look
if you
past
wipe them
this for
down
now.
later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
So it should be that.
Yeah,
Probably.
that must be it. Yeah.
You say the
There we
culprit
go.
carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and
fake
empty
out.
room had no blood
Mhm.
stains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there,
There.
Shuichi?
Yay.
I'll cut through your words!
Yeah, cut him.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
Yeah, what about
It
that?
was wrapped around her head.
Anything to
stop
say
the
now?
bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
Oh yes, definitely.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Kyo.
I wonder who it'd be now.
It has to be you!
So they make you choose again there.
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
Well, I guess now yeah, we're talking about Angie's death, so that counts as a separate one.
True.
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, listen to the way they're reacting.
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
Yeah, we weren't expecting it because it was too. Well, I thought, but
Both of them.
I don't know.
Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Yes, I do need to know why.
Why? Why you killed them both?
Did
I
he
think
kill one
of
and
the
sister
murders
killed the
was an
others?
accident.
Oh, really?
Huh, I don't know.
Accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
Oh,
The
no.
murder was an accident. Well, I guess, was it Angie's? Since
I
it was so
guess.
like out there. I mean, Tenko seems like it was really pre-thought. With
Yes,
the whole
it did.
cut board thing and everything. That was
Yeah.
definitely premeditated.
That's it!
Oh, thank goodness.
Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
I don't think so, with everything that went into it.
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with the seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in.
Interesting.
So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
So just a
Dad,
coincidence. That's pretty
should've
crazy.
just stopped there. Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe he should have shot that Angie.
Yes, he should
'cause
have.
Everything that happened in that second murder is what made him suspicious in the end.
That's what made me think it was him. I thought that like he did the same exact thing. But I was wrong.
If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
Here we
Oh
go.
gosh.
Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered.
Well, I mean, this is all good advice.
Right.
But I think this is kind of giving it away when you say this out loud like that.
Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Did they not see that other part?
Maybe they're not seeing that.
Someone? He's just talking.
Oh, they are seeing.
Okay, never mind.
How come no one else can see
Wearing
that?
lipstick.
Or like, why were they so confused?
I don't know.
How loudly you protest. This is a trivial matter.
Trivial, huh?
I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're still gonna vote for you.
There is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it.
I mean, you don't have
I
to.
will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
Of course not.
Well said. Good job, Korekio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
Well, I mean, they always were pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm.
No evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie.
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What is it?
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room.
Oh fuck. It's
That
the board,
weapon
right?
tells us the whole story.
Because there's
Kyo.
blood on it? Or no? Fuck, what did he use?
What knocked her unconscious? Quickly, let's look over this before we have to like make a decision. Did she use like the katana and hit her on the head with it? I don't know. Is the katana sheath again?
I thought maybe it was
think
the,
that's an option.
the floorboard, but I guess it's not. Because like there's blood on it, so he could have used that, but I guess he didn't.
No, I mean it could be that, actually. But was it the part that was cut off? Because if it was the part that's attached to it, then I don't see that would be possible.
Oh, is it the loose floorboard? Does that
Wait,
show
where's
blood on it?
what's the part that has the dried blood? Is that somewhere in here? Or is that just the floorboard that's cut?
Loose floorboard. There's dried blood on the bottom part of the floorboard.
Okay.
So
then I think
is
he
it
would have used that.
Because what else would he have used?
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize.
Do you think we need to save?
No.
Apologize.
Hopefully not.
Apologize. Apologize.
No.
Come on. Apologize. Apologize.
It's so creepy.
Scary.
Why are you vibrating so much?
Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know that the weapon used on Angie was. I have to prove it to him. Oh, we're doing this.
Oh.
I have nothing to admit.
Wow, that looks really creepy.
You are simply wrong.
Oh, you have to hold sometimes.
Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess.
This part's always so hard for me. I hate timing games.
Me too.
Oh.
Why must you force your delusions on us? Your
Us.
logic, that's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue
Well
this
said.
debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic,
Aw.
that's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless.
Oh.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such
Thanks
a
for
sorry
saying that.
lot. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
No, I'm not apologizing to you.
You will
creeper.
never
The
apologize.
culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong.
Whoa, what
not
happened?
me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
What is going on when it gets weird like that?
Apologize. Apologize.
Do I have to do the, like, this thingy? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if it's
like,
going to, like,
Told you I am
whatever you
not
call it
the
mode.
culprit. So why are you looking at me like that?
But sometimes it's like
You're
all
all
foggy
wrong,
looking. I
not
don't know what to
me.
do about that.
Correcchio
I don't know
speaks the
either.
truth.
I don't know if they explained it before.
Such a
Yeah, like it
sorry
says
lot.
error.
Apologize.
I don't know what that means.
Apologize. Apologize.
Oh no, it's taking damage.
Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So what?
Oh, we did
Okay,
it,
what
so
is
it's
it?
fine.
Let's see.
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Floor remove.
Remove floorboard?
Floorboard,
There we
yes.
go.
It ends here.
Okay. I was like, wait,
I didn't think about it. I hate when. Oh, my. Okay. I hate when like individual words are broken up like that because that
Yes.
confuses me so much.
Me
Used in
too.
the seesaw trick.
Okay, wow, we just barely scraped by in that minigame.
In this whole trial.
I guess overall, yeah.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
So the dry blood, Kokichi.
There
Come
was a small
on.
patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Mm-hmm.
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard.
It isn't.
There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Oh, that's
Good
true.
point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm.
You've really done it now.
Wow. He's got some lungs.
Get it all out and make you feel better, I'm sure.
I believe that while Kyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
So it's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end.
That's right.
All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you.
Of course he does.
Bring down the house.
As always.
Mm-hmm.
Please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Kyo, I want you to confess. No.
Why? Why can't we just vote?
I don't know. It makes us feel better, I guess. All right, let's see if we can do this without dying. So, who is the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Well, I think we know who that must have been. Most of these are locked, though. Remove floorboard. Remove the gold leaf katana. Hit the sliding lock. Small stone that Himiko brought.
Those are the only ones?
Those are the ones we have access to right now. We have to get them right.
Oh, I forgot that we like can move on and don't have to do that. I was like, what?
So it'd be this, right?
Yes.
At this point?
Yes.
Okay. So scared to get anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What was compressing injury?
But we don't have that yet.
We don't have it yet. So we only have to look at the ones we actually have. What weapon killed Angie?
No, that's removed it.
All right, let's not. Yeah, let's be careful. We have to make sure and double check everything. Whose FG was stabbed the katana? That'd be Kaide's, which we don't have access to. The handle of the spinning katana.
We don't have.
Oh wait, the handle of the spinning katana hit the sliding lock, so it'd be this, right?
Oh, yes.
I believe so, right?
Because it says dot,
this
dot,
happens
dot.
afterwards.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Just be a little extra cautious. We unlock the door. Well, we don't have access to that yet. What do we have? Just this. Remove the gold leaf katana.
Well,
small stone.
can't we unlock the few things that say 2 on them?
No, we need to get 2 more.
Oh, 2
It'll
more.
show. Don't worry.
Oh.
Don't get ahead of yourselves. Let's just do this one. Remove the gold leaf katana. So this is back when...
Is that the bottom thing that we have?
It's just like... I don't know. Hold on. Let me do the stone first. So where's the stone gonna go? Himiko brought it later.
There.
It'll be around here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Remove the gold leaf katana. So that'd be back in the beginning, right?
Unless there's something at the end where we go... No. Yeah. I was going to say unless it was like during the investigation. No. It must be in the next one because he's holding the thing. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even see that for some reason. Yeah, so it'd have to be that one. There we go. So now we have these 2. Or actually 3. Duct tape.
That one.
That was compressing the injury.
Yes.
Alright. Let me see what this is. Sickle place to kill. Oh no.
And what's the other one that we got?
Path made with salt.
Oh.
So that's all the way later.
Not that one. Oh, there.
Well,
that's
this would
it.
be the sickle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. There's no other part where it could possibly be. Wow, I like how you have to get pretty much all of them before they unlock a lot of these. The path made with salt.
No. How was the culprit?
So it'd be this one.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And now
I
all
get
the
everything
others.
finally. There we go.
Stomp hard on the floorboard.
Oh, I could have. It was right there, but I was gonna go back to the beginning and do them all.
Okay.
Where is Angie here? This one? Wait. Who saw the culprit? Oh, who was the culprit? Oh, I read that wrong. For some reason, I read this. Who saw the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Where is he?
I think it's cut. I think it's this one, right? Because look at him. Isn't that what he's doing?
Yeah. Just funny that they don't show him. Just asking, who was it? It was obviously, Kyo. all that.
That's Kaede.
It's gonna be the Kaede one.
Kokichi.
Alright, well, wrong button, damn it. Let's see.
There.
Footsteps contaminating the scene, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yay.
Finally.
This is the truth of the case.
Yeah, I had to be very careful with that with like one heart left. I didn't want to screw that up at the last minute.
Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed
Such
a
vigorous
saw.
sawing.
I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms.
Look at the way she walks.
Such a strut.
However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab.
I love how wrong I was about everything that happened. However, I knew who did
But
it.
you still figured out the right person.
Stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her.
I kind of like the idea that he was just like maniacally doing the thing over and
Then,
over
to
again,
further
expecting to
confuse
get
us, the
like a
culprit
seance to
attempted
happen.
make a walk
I kind of like that better. Like, oh, it didn't work with Angie. All right, I'll try it again. Why isn't it
First,
working?
they
I have
used
to kill
Yeah,
more
that
people.
is kind of funny.
and
Right?
hung 4
But I wonder,
effigies
so he just
upside
wanted to
down.
escape? Is that it? Like,
I guess.
that's the only thing to
Maybe Sista is going to tell us more because he's
I
going
hope
to
so.
confess, I guess.
There were 2 reasons for this.
Question.
Yeah.
Are the clothes also made out of wax?
Yes, they are actually.
To overwhelm the
Okay.
room with an
Well,
occult
actually, I guess there are
atmosphere.
probably extra uniforms in the rooms if she bothered to go in.
That's true.
Are they fully functional?
But she got into all the rooms that they were locked. Mystery. Oh no.
Kokichi?
And the other was the key to locking the room.
Well, if Kokichi can do that, I wish he'd let us like take a look at Rentaro's room or something like that.
Maybe we should befriend him.
I was always curious about that.
The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance.
That could be read weird out of context.
Yeah. That is very weird.
And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope.
So he just hung them all upside down just so he could do that?
Yeah.
After enough
That
turns,
way,
the culprit
it was
let go
more
and
hidden as
headed
to what
for
he was
the
trying to
rear
do with those
door.
hanged effigies.
People might think that he was trying to do...
The other ones were distractions.
People might think he was trying to do the ceremony.
It's like, I didn't expect anyone to think that. What are you talking about?
Damn it. Oh my god, we're looking up her
Once
skirt.
released, the effigy began spinning.
How is
and
the
the
skirt
gold-leaf
staying up like
katana
that? It must be
withered.
made out of wax.
I guess so.
The handle of the katana.
But what if
then
that,
hit
like,
the sliding
missed
lock,
slightly? Like,
locking
what if
the
he got the
door.
height wrong or something?
I guess he'd always go in and try it again.
A difficult
I guess
trick.
that's true.
But remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to
Yeah, there we
attempt
go.
it many times.
Thank you, Shuichi.
Once complete, the door
Also,
was
as she was
locked,
spinning, the
but
height was
duct
lower.
tape was left
Right,
behind.
so that's what I
Revolution.
mean. Like, maybe... Like, I probably wouldn't have realized that the first time and been like, what?
Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
That's why I would make a terrible murderer.
That's good to know.
Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body.
They both look so childlike together.
Mm-hmm.
But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder.
They were greedy.
One more.
Greedy murderer.
Look at his
To
face.
do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
Maybe he really did want to do the seance too, and that's part of it. Even though it wasn't up to spec.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't it
Of
work?
the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance.
Thanks, Himiko. But otherwise,
I
we
was
wouldn't
invited by
have seen the
Kokichi
blood.
to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed.
I wonder if he was hoping for a
To
certain
perform the
person.
seance, the culprit
Or he just
claimed
was
they
like,
needed
yeah, that's
something for
whatever.
Tenko.
He didn't care who it was.
I don't know. I guess it wouldn't really matter.
But, like, maybe he was like, oh, you know, I have some
Small stone
friends.
that Himiko had brought from
I
the
am,
courtyard.
like, 2 diamonds with Shuichi or whatever.
I think there's supposed to be flower petals or
At
something,
the
maybe.
culprit's
They're
request,
diamonds.
bowed her head
I
until
don't
it
really
was
know.
touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned.
Boom.
Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit.
But
Very,
how would
very
he just,
deliberate.
like, have a sickle and no one see it?
He's hiding inside.
Yeah, but how
We
would
needed
you
to set up the
set
murder
that up
weapon that was used
perfectly?
to kill Tenko.
Must be a magician too. An expert at sleight of hand.
While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
So ridiculous. Thud, thud.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage.
It almost does seem like they would have had something else involved too to hold the sickle up, wouldn't they? I don't know.
Well, I guess it's staying up because the blade is through the hole, but
The
just
culprit
annoying.
used the weight of the statue to keep the murder
Oh yeah, I
weapon
see the way
in
it's set up
place.
now. Okay, that makes sense.
After the preparations were complete, we began the seance.
Look at him.
In complete
Oh
darkness,
my goodness, what a
we each
face.
stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song. When the song
pose.
finished, the
All of
soul
them.
the dead was supposed to enter the medium.
Yeah, true. They all look pretty strange like that.
But our culprit had another plan. To commit a murder in the darkness.
In the dark.
I wonder, I want to like listen to our other episode and see if Kyo ever stopped singing.
Right after we
Or if he just
started
like
singing,
freaking
the
sang and
culprit
killed
began
at the same
making her
time.
way toward Tenko.
All he had to do was stamp his foot.
It would have been quite
But
difficult
still.
to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
Probably more difficult singing while trying to like feel around, if I had to say. Like crouching down and
That's
singing.
true. That's annoying.
They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found
Dash.
the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. While we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle
So tricky.
and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room.
And then everyone ruined the evidence.
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out
Okay,
by
it wasn't the final step of the murder.
Yeah, I
Calm
wouldn't-
down, Shuichi.
Wouldn't exactly
The
call it
culprit
that.
had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark.
But they didn't count on Kibo and his photo-taking machine, and wow, that's really creepy looking.
However,
Yes, it
the
is.
culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture.
You didn't know that Mew had weird
He really
ideas
saved
of
us.
what to set up
Without
Kibo's
that,
functions for.
we wouldn't know what changes were made to
I don't
the
even want to
circle.
mention what it was again.
But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
You tell him, Shuichi.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Korekio, there are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
How strange.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
Aww.
What?
100.
Is that from something?
He was trying to get 100 friends on MySpace.
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
Such a shame.
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this pinky bastard and be done with this already.
Yeah, it seems like we discovered everything we had to.
Roger that! One voting time coming up!
The heart racing excitement as
Hey, they're not participating?
The heart racing excitement!
How sad.
Aww.
As the blackened and the spotless finally face off.
It's voting time!
Poor monitoring.
Poor little guy. Well, I wonder who we should vote for this time. I guess we'll vote for him.
Kibo. Is he gonna vote for us again?
Announcement time.
Now then,
Probably.
it seems the voting has finished.
They'd love to blame us
Let's see
for the things
the
they did.
result.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's bring it up on the screen. All its glory. Oh.
Wait, he voted for
Okay.
himself?
I guess he admitted defeat then.
Oh, alright.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Huh. It's pretty funny though, he actually voted for himself.
Yeah, that's weird. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, especially after last time. I guess we got it right. Well, that's a relief. Yeah, that was an extremely long class trial for us.
Yes,
Definitely
it
felt
was.
that way. It didn't help that we had a lot of interruptions while we were recording that, and had to take a few breaks during certain points.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's all over now. So, still got 358 coins, that's not bad, I guess. 2 Baccarats that we have to discover at some point, if we ever want to bother doing that. But I guess I'll wrap things up for this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any closing words?
Bye-bye, Kyo.
Yeah, sayonara, Kia.
Sayonara.
I guess soon enough, we'll be saying goodbye anyway.
Well, there's one more thing. During the recording of this trial, our froggy Hazel passed away.
Yeah, that's kind of why we had to like take a lot of breaks, if you notice like any cuts every now and then. It's because we were trying to take care of her, but she wasn't doing well. And towards the end, yeah, she passed on. So, yeah, an unfortunate trial for us. Definitely soured the mood for, I don't know, like the last hour or so. I don't know what it was, but yeah. It is what it is, I suppose. And yeah, we'll miss Hazel. She was a good frog, and farewell, little froggy.
Poor Hazel.
But yeah, that's it for now. I guess next time we'll see what happens during the short time between now and the execution, because they usually give their life story, and I'm kind of
that's
interested in
true.
hearing what Kyo's going to be talking about.
Do you think he'll tell us, or will his sister tell us?
Maybe both, I don't know. But yeah, we'll find out next time. Until then, take care. And farewell.
Farewell.